Alright, what's going on everyone? If you're new here, I'm kind of new to Marvel Snap in the sense that I'm still unlocking a lot of the cards, and recently-ish, I unlocked Jean Grey. Now I've heard this card is pretty underrated in the sense that it's actually pretty competitive, but nobody plays it. The idea is when you have it in play, players must play their first card here each turn. So there's a lot of things we can do with that. First off, we have Nebula. So this gets more powerful when people don't play on this location. So we play this off of Jean Grey's location and the opponent just can't play here and this keeps getting bigger. We also have Mojo. So Mojo's a 2/2, but he gets +6 power, making him a 2/8 if both sides are full. Normally that's really hard to do, but since everyone's going to be forced to play on this location, it's very easy to just have this be a 2/8, which is pretty cool. Same thing with Ant-Man. We can fill our own location, but we can have Ant-Man and Mojo on the Jean Grey location, and it's just huge. We can also Cosmo that location so the opponent's deck doesn't work. We also have ways to boost other locations, like with Omega Red, which is going to give +3 power to other locations, and Claw, which gives +8 to the next location on the right. So we can play on Jean Grey's location and still pump the others. Like if we can Mojo and Jean Grey on one location, Mojo can not win it single-handedly, but give us a huge boost towards winning the Jean Grey location. And then if we're playing Omega Red and Claw there as well, we're pumping the others without even playing cards there. And if we already have Nebula on the right as well, then that's also just getting huge. We also have Spectrum, which is going to pump all of our ongoing stuff, which our entire deck is with the exception of Nebula, I think. And then we have Man-Thing, which is going to give small stuff less power. A lot of people on Jean Grey, they'll try to put like a 1 cost card there, then play something bigger somewhere else, and this is going to punish them for that. And we also have Luke Cage, which will stop our own stuff from being reduced. And we have Lizard, which similarly can have its ability turned off by Luke Cage. Also have Armor, just because these are ongoing cards that can get pumped by Spectrum. So that's the whole idea, and the good news is, it's a brand new season. What, it just flipped yesterday? Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. Anyway, the ranks were reset, so we can just play the silly casual deck for fun. This is day 1 of a new season, right? So we're going to be playing against bots, probably. Cards can't be played here. That's kind of okay with Omega Red. We'll just play this here. Lizard's not great, since these locations are going to be pretty full. They get a copy of my Ant-Man, but that's kind of okay. Get a Sentinel. Well, we can play this here, then play Jean Grey here, so they can't fill this location and make the Lizard smaller. Collector, that's pretty good with this location. Draw 2, interesting. Well, I'm going to play Jean Grey this turn. Can't play Cosmo to shut off any on reveals here. I did get Luke Cage for Lizard as well. Okay. So they can only play 1 more card here, so I think it's probably worth doing Nebula here, Luke Cage here, maybe Cosmo here, to be honest. Once they fill this location, I can Mojo here. Although we're going to have so much power here, holy crap. Ant-Man's bigger, Nebula's going to keep growing, Mojo's going to be huge. So maybe that's not necessary, although they're beating us by quite a bit, so maybe it is necessary. So no on reveals here. It does turn off my own Spectrum if I draw it. So I can do like this. So Lizard doesn't get smaller. And then I can Man-Thing here. Or Omega Red to try to win this location. Right? Sentinel doesn't trigger. Cable doesn't trigger. Mojo's huge. So we're beating them by 4 here. Beating by 2 here. Dang, Spectrum would have been good, but Cosmo's going to turn it off. So it's probably Man-Thing. My stuff's not going to shrink because of Luke Cage. Theirs will. Lizard can't shrink because of Luke Cage when they filled it. Moon Girl doesn't matter. See, that's what we're doing. If I didn't play the Cosmo, we could have played Spectrum and probably won by quite a bit more. Okay, Nebula turn 1 is always fun. We can throw this over here. On reveal effects happen twice. That's a great place to play Spectrum. So I'll probably wait on playing Ant-Man. Not sure what to do with that yet. Okay, that's good. So now if they need to play here and they have a chance their stuff gets destroyed. I think I'm going to play this here. It's going to be hard for them to answer Nebula without getting punished. Nakia. So Gwenpool just released yesterday as I'm recording this. So probably lots of hand pumping stuff going on. I can play this, or I can play these. Kind of like these. Yeah, I think this is fine. Cosmo, Ant-Man. Opponent plays Lockjaw. There's Spectrum. So I'm thinking like probably play this here. It's gonna pump this location. The next turn we get double Spectrum. Spectrum won't pump Nebula. It's not an ongoing. But we put a ton of power on these two locations, right? We're not gonna fill the location for Ant-Man. 13, but we get double Spectrum here. I put Cosmo there. Why'd I put Cosmo there? Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I put Cosmo on the thing that I wanted. I'm so dumb. Maybe this is still good. We go ahead of Devil Dinosaur. Maybe it's fine. We go ahead here. Alright, getting matched up against probably bots probably helped me there. Okay, I'm an idiot, but it's fine. We won the game. Did we win against the bot? The answer is probably. Not much going on here. Still none of our... Not the stuff I'm built around. Jean Grey's good though. Let's hope we're playing against a deck that gets punished by it. Honor Veil effects don't happen here. That's a pretty good place to play Jean Grey to potentially punish the opponent. Maybe. Let's see what they're playing. Oh, they're playing Airsham. They have 19 cards. You can't see my overlay. Should I switch that? Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Hey, look. Now you can see it. There you go. So this here, it forces them to play here and they don't get Honor Veil abilities. So maybe that's good. And they have 18 cards here, you see, so we know they're playing Airsham. They've got Gwenpool as one of their random cards. Maybe they just added it. I don't know. So I can do Luke Cage, Nebula here. I guess that's fine. And then I can play Man-Thing here. Captain Marvel. Alright. Dang, so I'm not going to be able to Spectrum because it won't work here. But we'll play Claw. Pump this location. Ultron, but it doesn't trigger. Omega Red. So this doesn't hurt them at all. So it's probably Omega Red. Hope we win this, but they're Airsham, right? They're going to play huge stuff. So I'm leaning towards probably not winning. Mockingbird. Yeah, Airsham is so insane. No, everyone says it's not that great, but it just puts out so much power, man. And I guess it didn't really. It only put out 40. But it puts out such big stuff on the final turns that it feels so unpredictable. I haven't played much over the past week when Airsham released because I didn't unlock it. I tried to. I didn't have the keys for it, unfortunately. Not spending any this week because Hydra Bob doesn't seem that interesting. But I didn't get the card and it felt unwinnable playing against it without it. So that was sort of the problem. I'm gonna play Lizard on Shuri's Lab, that's for sure. Maybe Jean Grey here. Might not be bad. Psylocke. Okay. If it's like a Tribunal deck, that could be good. That's kind of awkward over there. We got Mojo though, so now we have Mojo and Jean Grey, which is always fun. Ironheart. Weird. This is not an Airsham deck. So, I can Cosmo Ant-Man here this turn. Then next turn, Mojo here. Probably Armor over here to protect us from Shang-Chi. They don't fill the location, so they're going to be forced to play here. We have Cosmo now, which stops that. So it's a ramp deck. They don't get to go to turn 7. Claw's cool, but I think it's this here. This here. Protect Lizard. This is going to move over here too. So this is huge. Ant-Man got bigger. Sunspot. So they can't win this by floating their energy. Lockjaw's fine. So we probably just focus on winning these two locations. Worried about how much power they can get here. But, I mean, that's what I have. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, Jean Grey's just, it makes opponents' decks kind of not work in a way. Okay. Still none of our stuff. I'm really bad at drawing Ant-Man, Mojo, and Jean Grey, but that's okay. I mean, putting all of these on one location is pretty brutal. Sentinel. Oh, Airsham. 20 cards. Yeah, if you have untapped, you just need to look over here to see what you're playing against. And we're playing... Ooh, ongoing effects are doubled. That's pretty fun. So all of this stuff is doubled. All of it. Really wish they hadn't played a card there. But that's okay, I guess. Yeah, so we're just playing like all of our stuff here. Jean Grey here would be fine. Spectrum. So we turn off on reveals. Then we turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. Or Spectrum, depending on what we draw. Loki. That's not good for me, considering it's an Airsham deck. But we're gonna do this. I don't have Loki. It'd be cool to have. So they have 1 extra energy and everything's cheaper. And they get to play my stuff. Luke Cage. Cosmo, that's fine. Alright. So we'll claw here. Remember, ongoing effects are doubled. So it's gonna add 16 power over here. This is adding 6. That's fine. That puts us at 22 power over here without anything there, which is kind of funny. We're only winning by 3, but they can only put 1 card though, right? So I can put 6 here, but we don't get the Spectrum, or I can put 6 here. No, it'd have to be here. And that adds 6 just the same, but it also adds 2 here. So I guess this is better. Could also... Ant-Man... They have Luke Cage, so Man-Thing doesn't do much. Yeah, I think I'm just doing this here. Alright, we'll see if this is good enough. Adding 6 power here. What do you have? You have a Living Tribunal, which does not win it. Nice. Yeah, man, these Airsham decks are just so weird. They're so weird. But we got it. I think the best way to balance Airsham, if it's too powerful, is just to give you less agency in what you can play in the deck. Like, instead of adding 12 cards, if it just replaced your deck with 12 cards, right? That would fix some problems, I think. The main issue with that deck, for me, is like the Mockingbird and stuff. It's just, it's so much power. It's so much power. It's kind of crazy. But I don't know if the deck would be, I don't know if the card would be powerful enough if it was just like you had no control over what you played. Play Jean Grey here, force them to play here. Would love to draw a Mojo, draw Nebula. So I can do this and this, or I can play a Make a Red. I'm definitely playing Claw here to win this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Opponent's not doing anything. That's interesting. Sunspot, okay, they're floating. Mojo's nice, but I mean, it's a free win to get this over here, right? And we get the Ant-Man power as well. Okay, we get 8 power here. I still need to play something over there, I think. And I could do this. I want to get something here so they can't win it for free by playing something. I can't play this here. Yeah, so I think it's something like this. And now I don't have to worry about them getting this location for free. Yep, we win either way. Alright, nice. Okay, Man-Thing, Nebula, Ant-Man. Feel like I've been really good at drawing Man-Thing. I really want to destroy the thing. I also really want to play Nebula, but I think this is probably best. Destroy a card. It is Ironheart. It is not an Airsham deck. Cards here get +5 power. Ah, man, I want to play Mojo too. Let's play Nebula this turn. We'll see if we draw Jean Grey. If we do, we can play Jean Grey here. We get Luke Cage. I guess this is fine to play. Would love to see Jean Grey here, though. Nakia. Yeah, I assume this is all Gwenpool stuff. I've been seeing this card a lot. We get Shocker. They get shot. Wow! Random card. We got the same one. That, like, never happens. Okay. I have Luke Cage, so I can do this. It probably wins this location. I think that's fine. Nice. Okay. I mean, that's a huge... Yeah, okay, Gwynpool. A lot of people are playing Nokia and Gwynpool and stuff. Spectrum's fun. So I can... I don't know if it's even worth playing Claw here. Maybe it's this. And the next turn play Spectrum here. If they play, like, Brood here, it's a problem. Not this turn. Alright. Okay, not gonna play over there. Okay, this is looking like a Brood setup for sure. So Brood might have gotten pumped by this. Bummer, 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 bummer. I mean, if they were gonna play Brood, is this fine? I think just winning this location and getting this 3 power is probably important. Let's just do this. I'm hedging my bets against Brood. That's it. I think Brood fills up 3 slots. Wow. Is it Brood though? Was I correct? Is this Brood right here? How big did it get? Sebastian Shaw. Okay. Well, that wasn't as scary as I expected. Why did they play this and then Silver Surfer over here? They should have played Silver Surfer here, right? That's where I would have done it. Alright, that's just a quick look at this deck. Again, this is a pretty low collection level deck. There are some exceptions. You gotta find some stuff. But, yeah, Jean Grey with stuff like Mojo, Nebula, Ant-Man feels pretty good. And you can kind of fill the deck out with whatever. After that, like, you could take out Lizard, Man-Thing, Luke Cage, just fine. I mean, there's so many ongoing abilities. Holy crap. We can just do a quick look here. Like, there's so much you could play. We could play Miss Marvel. I just unlocked this. I still got the green border. You could play Miss Marvel in this for sure. Right? You can play Jean Grey and Miss Marvel on a location. That seems pretty good. You could play Iron Man at a lower collection level. You could play stuff like Captain America for sure. Mr. Fantastic would be fine if you don't have like Omega Red, right? Like that's fine. So yeah, it's a workable deck. You just need Jean Grey. Jean Grey and then some low level stuff like Ant-Man that you already have. I guess Mojo. Is there a way to see what series? Oh, series 3. Yeah, that's pretty low. This one's harder to get. But a lot of this stuff is pretty reasonable. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching everyone. And I will see you in the next one.